All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 lining. 15 lining. Hey, Delta. Mike one. Go. Here we go. Oh, Deep river.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Second and 9 now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on third and 9.
Rocket. Chopper. Check 43. 5.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Tight go. Alert. Middle. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, wahoo.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go. 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, team 6. 80 weapons. Ready?
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Check nickel.
Guard. Press zone. Now.
Second and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Hey, lock it. 5.
He'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Ready?
Let's go.
The Colts take over first down 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
49, guys. Mike.
Let's go.
Here we go, D.
On second and 15 now. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here we go. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the back.
Monday.
49, guys. Mike.
Here we go.
On third and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 60-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
On the ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Bandit. Kill.
Hey, orbit.
Tighten up.
Hard.
Check safety. Watch twist. Sponge. No.
Sit up.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Showing up. Check.
Leo. Now. Dude.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ready? 60 yards.
One's the mic. Watch one. Watch
X3. 218. Chopper. So Mike, two. He don't know no better.
Mike one. Mike one. Coming in.
Let go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's caught by Beasley. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Blue draw Porter.
Switch.
Get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down now, Singletary. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. From the upright, it's no good. Wide to the left, no score after one on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Allen now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, tight. Under crunch. On three.
On second down, Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Round 80!
March 49. Check.
Motion.
Check three.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
49.
49's the mic. Silver. Alert 3.
56.
Wide.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. To the air. Allen. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Okay, ready?
Come on, guys, 55. Tight ends Ringo.
Hey, Charlie.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw a completion.
Stop your whining. Mike 1.
And
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the curl.
protein spill.
Jim.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on second and long. Allen flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Milano able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Allen now looks to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now. 30 base. Watch 1. Watch 61. Matchbox lights. So Mike number 1, Mike number 1. Hey! Go.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ricky. Out. Middle. Out. Smooth. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Regular.
To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Hey, high 7. 50, Mike's 50. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 50, Mike 50. Okay, double up.
From midfield, here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Come on,
the Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch one. I'm coming for you, son. Switch it. Throw out. Check 31. Go. So Mike's the lead grip.
2nd and 5. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Motion. 50's the mic. Hey, alert. I'm coming.
Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Half. Mike 50. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh?
Set the tone, defense.
Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now Allen. And he's going to go down again. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Got it. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, defense, let's go.
Check 4. Check 26. Switch.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Wahoo!
Rip right.
Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, man.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they... Stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Big edge.
Half.
Check it out, read.
Pilot, 64, win.
They go to Elliott again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
50,
50. Tackles.
Hey, tight. 56.
Watch out.
Chopper.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shim, watch the shim.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Joker, 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 joker.
Regular. Mike 50.
I'm coming.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Check three.
First down.
Hey, hold.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Shift. 56. Alert. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 50.
Come.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
So Mike number one. You. Mike one.
Hey, Charlie.
Get him. Here we go. Oh.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds Beasley complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Go. You got tight right there. Come.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
You got to get that. General West. Hey, Echo.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
Here we go. So Mike's number one.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Under 10.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Alert!
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
49. Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Mike
49. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Half.
36.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. He has missed twice today, but he can make up for it here. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. There they will hit.